Hey, welcome back to another episode of Let's Play Dead in Vinland, the For the Love of God, Please Stop Talking edition. That's right, I went back and revisited the last video, the first since my my necessary, maybe unnecessary hiatus, and determined that I was like a babbling fool. And I thought a lot about it in the last 45 minutes since I last recorded, and I've come to the conclusion that this time I'm going to blame it on my choice of YouTube listening material lately. I've got in this habit of listening to and quasi following this new I mean, he's not new, he's new to me, YouTuber. I'm not going to mention who it is yet because I don't exactly know how I feel about this person yet. But guys, I mean, come on, like, you got to cut me some slack. Maybe, maybe my parlance, my choice of words, my enunciations will eventually allude to who this is. Illuminate and allude to who exactly it is I'm talking about. But I'm not gonna. I've run a full gamut on this person from when I started listening to him several months ago till now. There's been ups, there's been downs, and I'm at the point now where I think if my suspicions are true, I might end up respecting him more than I ever possibly could have. But I don't know if I'm right or not. I don't know. Well, you can. We'll let you rest. I don't really know how necessary it is to even bring it up because I don't want to get banned by this particular person, but. I'm not a member of his community or anything, so that's a joke. But yeah, I mean, there's been ups and downs for sure. I'm just trying to read all these things here. Yeah, research that. Oh, it just gets researched. Oh, that's interesting. You just do it and it just gets done. Interesting. Fetch, find, hunt. There's fetch. So let's do this. This should have been done first. Yeah. So now if we go to fetch. Yeah, it's 0 to 2. Interesting. So you'll do that. Oh, I've muted. I started recording the video. That's not muted. What's happening? Where's my audio at? I just turned myself down here. Yeah, there it is. That's the good stuff. Okay, we're back on track here. Oh, you're talking at the tavern. Yeah, it's not a lot of depression, but you might as well get yourselves sorted out. It's not like we're in a huge rush here. What are we gonna do about this lady here? What are we planning? What do we suspect should be done here? Loud voice, hear me, O Freya, First Lady of the glorious Azir, daughter of Odin. Sure. Wake up from your eternal sleep. You wait restlessly. They start to meow. No. Nothing happens. Unfortunate, but we kind of knew this was happening. And if you remember from the last video, I was waiting for the snow to stop, and it stopped a little while ago, and I think I literally just heard the plow go by, which means I've got a lot of work ahead of me. Hopefully, oh yeah. Small town Canada, man. I mean, I don't know how people with like legitimate full-time jobs also take care of their own snow removal, because this has just been like an insane an insane amount of work keeping my driveways clear. Yeah. But yeah, so this YouTuber I've been listening to, very outspoken, very stream of consciousness, sort of sitting around streams, no gameplay, nothing like that. It's not his style at all. But why did I get meat if I'm just going to... I got meat and then didn't cook meat. Oh, goodness gracious. Interesting, colorful character. A lot of personality there, which I respect, and I appreciate it. And I think that's ultimately what has drawn me to him, or at least what drew me to him was the political commentary or social commentary. And what's let me stick through with it is that sort of honest outpouring, kind of stuff that you can't really fake. And he's a comedian, so I'm wondering if some of what he's saying is fake, maybe. Not fake, but just like part of his overall performance, which I would appreciate, you know, as someone who, you know, very ineloquently put the last video, I consider myself creative in a similar vein. Eustache says, "Hi, I'm Eustache, and you are Kari. Wild girl, I like it. You prefer to act than to talk, isn't it?" It depends with who. I've seen how you jump and crawl in the forest. You are quite athletic, my dear. It's very impressive. That creep is stalking me, or what? Unfriended. I'm young, so maybe it's easier for me? The little brat. Ha, I'm not that old. I'm sure I could show you a trick or two. Oh, Stash. I know what trick you want to show me, and I don't want to see it. Yikes and trikes. Yeah, maybe. Bye. Bye. What's that from? What did I do that? I did that. Bye. I can't remember what that's from. Wow, dehydration. Was it? It might have been Elof. Hello, my little piglets. Oh, I got like I got frozen food, and by frozen I mean this stuff. You know, frozen. By frozen I mean dried. Still got hunger, still tired. Why are you so tired, you lazy individual? Whoa. Oh, a lot of buffs just disappeared, that's why. Yeah, so I started out with this guy. I was drawn to his social political commentary and very outspoken views, and then he got sometimes gets a little ranty. Not even ranty. I can handle the rants. That's not the issue. I want to say like abrasive, to say the least. You know, like very yeah. And some of it starts to actually bother me. So I'm not usually like that. Like, and I have to wonder if some of it's not just. You know, if you're going to take a position and you're an entertainer, you take the extreme, right? I mean, I think that's like a pretty simple ground rule. You don't say, you know, if someone says, "Oh, how's the dress?" You don't say, "Oh, it's all right." Right? If your girlfriend asks you, "How's the dress?" You got to go all in one way or the other. If you're a comedian, entertainer, you're recounting a story. Even if in real life your position was more like, "Oh, it's all right, but do you really like that color?" Or "I'm not so sure about the belt." That's not what you're going to recount on the thing, right? You're going to go all in, right? You fawn over it or whatever, and then she doesn't buy your shit act, and she comes in at the other extreme, right? It's all about extremes. And so part of me makes me wonder if his whole thing isn't just... he's not that bad. Part of an act, so to speak. But let's go see what the big guy's next challenge is. We don't even know what this challenge is. Let's send the new guy in. Friend of Thor. Thor has a new challenge for you. Crafting. First one to build a hut. It's not for me. Har har har. Wait, what? So we'll send Yagoob. New challenge for you. Crafting challenge. I'm in. You compete with Thor. You try to build the best hut you can. How do you fail crafting? That's all you've done since you got here. As you were consolidating the roof of your hut, a misplaced branch makes it all crumble on your head. Well, that's just pretty bad. Head trauma. Too bad, my friend. You were close. Wow, that was kind of harsh. Poor Yagoob. We'll use an item and bring him back up to... There we go. Easy flippin' peasy. So now we need to bring Solveig out. Solveig can come here and cook us up some goodies. Did we not send Kari out hunting? Well, we haven't rolled it over yet. Oh, I'm so lost. Yeah, Kari's here ready to go. That's good. You're mining. It's fine. Shelter, shelter. You might as well come out and mine. Shelter, herbalist, hunting. You might as well come here as well. Or we should send Parvana. Wow, Parvana's not even as good? Interesting. Shelter, shelter. Yeah, that's all fine. And so, and it's like, some of his stuff is very no nonsense, and I love it. And then some is like, when you're talking about how you're a height supremacist, it's like, okay, but as a short individual, I take a little bit of offense to that, but maybe that's just me being overly sensitive. Everything else I'm down with for the most part. But yeah, it's an amazing example of how you can go and go about making a community and truly making a community. And there's I think it's because there's layers with this guy, and I'll mention who it is in another video, but there's layers upon layers upon layers of ways you can interpret this, right? And that's, I think, what I appreciate. You never know what you're gonna get in terms of, well, discussion topics are usually pretty much the same, but you're gonna see something new. You're gonna have a new interpretation of it. At least I do, of what's going on. And a great setting. I love it. He's kind of, not that he stole my idea. Obviously, he literally did not steal my idea because I've never vocalized it anywhere. But very masculine setting he films or records his streams in. Fire, outdoors, all this kind of cool stuff. And very much all the things that I'm into in terms of... what do we already have on hand? In terms of his... sort of personal setup, we've got none of the armor things on hand, and so damage resist is always nice. And so watching his streams are just they feel very not homey but natural for me. You know, I put them on, mess around, render some videos. That's about it. I was wanted to say do some creative stuff, but that's a load of BS. But it's going to change in 2019, 100% guaranteed. For the last, however many videos have I been saying, oh yeah, I'm going to get back into animating. And well, I am though. Like that is actually going to happen. How many times have I said, oh, new video series? Well, it is going to have. I literally still have the screen region for Not Tonight set up in OBS here, and I just haven't played it. But you're gonna start seeing the new games pop up on the channel in the new year. It's just been a weird time. I know I talked a lot about moving 100 feet away in the last video. I was claiming that I was very misguided or had strayed in the past year, and that is also an unfortunate truth that I'm not going to get into at the moment in great detail. I don't understand why so many negatives are happening. There must have been a buff to this game. By a buff, I mean an update that I'm not sure of, or it happened in an update that I knew about but didn't know it had happened. Not entirely sure. But yeah, the plow has definitely gone by, and I'm ready for a good plowing, so I gotta go and clean my driveway. So we're gonna cut this one short. Let's just, can we do anything? Is there anything we can do to not cut this short? Who else could be a crafter? I know Bloodwed has done some crafting in her day. She's an 80-75, but 100 on 100 couldn't even do it. Like, are you serious? How could you not? Friend of Thor is a new challenge. Crafting challenge. I'm in. You've got it. You've got this. 50%. There we go. You give it your all and win the challenge. It's incredible. Thor is very surprised. You feel mighty. Har har har. Well done. Come back and we'll have another challenge. I might, in the off camera, go and so because I was courageous and had won a courage contest, because I was already courageous, I get more courage. It's like, that doesn't quite make much sense, but okay. And see about this Freya one. Excuse me. I'm not going to look up like in any kind of wiki or anything for it, but I might go and look and do like old-fashioned research about Freya and see if she is in fact a blue woman with strange cats, or a strange blue woman with cats, and see if they can tell me anything about her. If we go back here, I'm pretty sure it's Freya. So it's Frigg, Freya, and somebody else. Fair Lady of the Glorious, I'm going to say Azir. Daughter of Odin. Let's try Njord. Wake up from your eternal sleep. So daughter of who? Nothing happens. We're going to lose wisdom again. Yeah, wait, I don't really want to keep doing this. I'll do some old-fashioned hardcore research and learn a little bit about Freya. Maybe I'll be able to chat about that instead of anonymous YouTubers and their moon landing thoughts. Yeah, that's what I'll do. We'll talk about Freya next time when I come back. Until then, thanks very much. I'm going to get a good plowing. See you soon.